55, gonna get a 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, gonna get a 56, 56, 56, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 58, 58, 58, 58, 58, 58, come on, get a 58, gonna get a 58, gonna get a 58, gonna get a 58, 60, gonna get a 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, gonna get a 61, 61, gonna get a 62, 61 and a half, 61 and a half, 61 and a half, 61 5, 61 5, 61 5, 61 5, 61 5, gonna get a 62, gonna get a 65, 65, 65, 65 and a half, 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 gonna get a 66, 66, gonna get a 66, 66, 67, 67, gonna get a 67, 67, gonna get a 68, 68, 68, 68, 68, 68, how about a 69? Oh, hey, everyone wants a 69, 69, gonna get a 69, gonna get a 69, 69, 69, 69, 69. All right. Sold to the lady in the back.
That might just be the intro.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah. We've had worse. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 152 of the CAMcast.
Booyah.
Woohoo! Damn right. The podcast that is recorded in a basement that is unfinished, but guess what? We finally have upgraded the basement, so we have a heater going.
Yay!
It is marginally warmer now.
We got that bitch cranked up to 85.
And it's working.
Yep.
Oh, God, is it working?
Brandon Kuhn gave me a couple other ideas for how to make this place at least a little bit more livable.
Yeah?
So,
Does it involve burning trash?
You've been on one today with burning trash.
Damn, no, this is
Just
not.
saying.
This is not going to be like that episode of Aqua Teen where they burn styrofoam.
God damn it. Why not?
Because
That's his dream. You know that, right?
to be Master Shake, I thought he was already there.
Damn.
I like that, actually. I'll take that.
Anyway, I am Mike, dear leader, Doc Taste, herder of cats, leader of men, maker of pizza.
Amazing pizza. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Perhaps with Patreon bonus, we'll be showing the people how to make.
You need to do a binging with Babbage, but a binging with Mike.
There we go. Anyway, I am joined, as always, by your mine, our Uncle Radical, Professor of the Ghetto Arts, Sir Daddy Rads.
You're a sir now?
There.
Apparently so. And
So
that's how the shenanigans get knighted.
Damn.
no, in the seminal Canadian hip-hop classic, Informer, by Snow,
Oh, shit.
there is a point where he's talking about how he gets stopped by the inspector man.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Sir Daddy, Snow. That is... Yes.
I'll take it.
Yep. And then, as always, wondering what the fuck we're talking about.
I'm not from this era.
No, you're not.
You're not from this area either.
That's borderline not even from our era. Anyway, it is the Lord of the Boards himself, Zack Lords.
Present.
Attaboy.
I love the disdain in your present every week.
God, it's like we're...
Next time it's just going to be here.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I think we're all okay with that.
Indeed.
Anyway. This podcast is available on all the places where you find podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play.
Everywhere.
Yep. Just type in Cam Automag or CAMcast, and there we be.
We're right here.
Yep. In this cold-ass basement.
That's okay. You know, this basement can be a little bit warmer with help from you listeners.
Damn right.
By donating to Patreon. Patreon.com/CamAutomag.
Yep. Anywhere from, $1, if that's all you can spare, up to, there's really no limit.
You can give us as much as you want.
Yeah. Hell, give us $610,000 a month. We'll just hand you the keys.
I like it.
So as long as those checks keep clearing.
Yep.
And you think you can do this better than we can.
I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah. So
and we'll make you popular with that $610,000 a month.
Well, hell yeah, we will.
I mean,
we'll make all of us popular in the process, but that's neither here nor there.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's okay.
Listen, you'll have something to do. We'll have plenty of things to do.
Is that how we finally start our Taurus racing series?
Yeah, the Taurus Challenge will happen that way.
That's how
that's day one.
That's how Dear Leader gets his ass out of debt. I don't care what happens after that.
Okay, well, I mean...
Jesus.
Are we splitting
that'll be really easy. Like, you'll have that taken care of by lunch.
Yep.
And then we'll go have ourselves a fancy meal downtown, and then we'll storm on over to the closest Armenian corner lot, and we'll find ourselves every Ford Taurus that runs but doesn't drive.
We want all of them.
We'll go down to Just a Car Lot down there on State Street. And
Oh,
about
Jesus.
7600 South.
Oh, God.
It is literally called
Just a Car
Car
It
Lot.
really is, yeah.
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 I've
It is
been in there, and there's a little Armenian dude. It's hilarious. Also, the guy that has the Jag and the GTO, not GTO, but the GT3000.
Yeah.
That guy is
that's right.
like very, very that part of the world.
Dude, we'll just be out there with hard-ass Armenians clocking the streets.
I mean, I'll street sweep in a Sable. I don't give a fuck.
God damn. But that can only be possible.
If you donate to our Patreon.
Patreon.com/CamAutoMag.
Just remember, the more you donate, the closer we get to me doing dumb shit for your entertainment.
Yeah, literally. I am currently writing out the next thing we will have Dave do.
And it's great. If you guys want to see it come to fruition, you need to give us money.
Yeah, we need funding. So
Yes.
please, patreon.com/CamAutoMag.
You know how you can help us with that? In addition to the Patreon.
Oh, yes.
Am I guessing swag?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. You can go to CamAutoswag.com and you can pick up all kinds of super cool stuff.
Swag.
Swag.
Swag?
Wow.
Swag.
No, it's swag, not swag. We
Swag.
sell the good shit.
Yeah.
Not the hairy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We're not
Yeah.
going to be like Bethesda giving you a nylon bag when you paid for canvas.
Oh, shit.
Damn right.
Throwing shade like Obsidian over here.
Hardcore.
Oh, God.
Obsidian or Oblivion?
Oh, yeah, sure, that one.
Either or.
Yeah, whatever.
But
Nerd shit.
point still stands. We're not going to send you broken shit and
Exactly.
tell you to fix it. Listen,
Bunch of assholes.
I like the idea of Thomas the Tank Engine sounding like Randy the Macho Man Savage swooping down from the sky and raining fiery death upon me. But I don't want to have to go in and like fucking mod the game that I just paid $60 for. So call
Fair
me
enough.
crazy,
Fair and valid.
but we're not telling you not to love it.
It's true.
Yep, you can go ahead and love it. We're just pointing out some uncomfortable truths.
As great as it is.
Yep.
As great as it is.
Anyway, other uncomfortable truths. We forgot to say this on Tuesday's podcast, but happy birthday to Sean Murphy.
Oh, hey, Merry Birthmas, Sean Murphy.
Yep. So he unfortunately did not take home any hardware at the NASA Utah banquets, but that's because he's been, dealing with breaking his car again in fun, new, inventive ways.
I mean, that should be a trophy in and of itself.
Yep. And also putting a baby in his girlfriend. So,
I mean, that takes a lot of thought, and it's a process.
Here's the thing. It takes a lot of thought and effort, but then when they did the gender reveal, they did it down at Life. I didn't go because I had something else going on. Sorry, Sean. But he brought out his, big block Chevelle
That's right.
that he cannot drive in a straight line because,
Well, it's a big block Chevelle. They weren't designed to go straight.
nope.
Even if you hold the wheel perfectly still, they don't go straight.
Yeah. So, yeah, he just did a big smoky burnout in the Life parking lot. So,
As one does.
yep.
With colored tires.
Yep. And if I remember right, it was blue. So there will be a little Sean running around.
Aw.
God help us all.
Great stuff.
Love you, fuckface.
Wow.
That's one way of putting that.
There's a story behind that.
We just talk shit to each other.
Oh, okay.
Just unmercifully.
Got it.
It's great.
Got it.
And then we smile and high five.
Nice.
It's fun.
Okay.
All
So
right.
where do you want to go with this?
So we're going to go into the mailbag.
Perfect. Mailbag at camautomag.com,
Yes.
for those of you wondering.
We've got some stuff from a couple people, a couple friends of the program.
Yeah. This one coming from AJ Glassmacher.
Yep, from all the way in Tennessee, I believe.
Damn.
Right?
What up from that side?
We nationwide.
Shit.
Working on this whole worldwide shit.
Taking it down one country at a time.
By the way, shout out to Hans, who I'm hoping is still listening. I haven't heard from you in a minute, buddy.
That's right. Hey, Hans, hit us up, buddy.
Yeah, let us know how you're doing, bud.
Send us a message. We want to know if you're making it back down south.
Yeah.
So-
Just want to know how you're doing, my friend.
Yeah.
Anyway, so from AJ, he starts off with, guys, I have a habit of re-listening to episodes because my job is tedious yet monotonous enough that it keeps my brain slightly too bored to function. By the way, thank you for being entertaining enough to stave off suicide. Weird winky face. Yeah, I know that life all too well there, AJ.
You know, we're all social drinkers for this exact reason, right?
I mean, listen, there's a mirror down here. I can see myself drinking. It's like having another person. It's great.
the same thing.
You can low-key judge yourself while you drink.
I don't need drinking or a mirror to low-key judge myself.
Okay, fair.
That's why I'm constantly listening to podcasts.
Heyo.
Anyway, anyway, I was listening to the Wagons Are Fun episode, and to answer your question, yes, I do go up to people if they have a car that I'm interested in. I read meters for the local utility company, so the majority of my day is spent in people's backyards and side yards. I've met a gentleman who is the second owner of a Bel Air sedan in the original pink and white two-tone, and a guy with a track-ready M3 to name a few.
Very nice.
I don't take pictures out of respect. Good on you. But I've talked to a number of people who have caught me ogling their rides as I walk down their driveway. Keep being awesome and keep Gavin around. Lock him in the basement if you have to.
Well, unfortunately, he's escaped, but next time he shows up, we could definitely try and cuff him to the table.
I mean,
Might get messy.
I'll go buy one of those like big old school radiators.
Yeah, there we go. We'll install a radiator down here just so we can chain him to it.
I like it.
Yeah,
That'll
there we
keep
go.
the place warm.
I mean, we're not going to hook
a Gavin body in the basement.
We're not going to hook it up to anything.
Oh.
No, like we don't have the facilities for radiant
have a
heat
boiler?
like that.
All right, well, here's the thing.
Well,
We're next to a bunch of windows, so what we're going to do is we're going to sneak into the neighbor's yard.
Okay.
We're going to get into their basement, and we're going to tap into their hot water heater. And we're going to run insulated hose just barely below the surface of the grass to where the lawnmower's not going to hit it.
Don't worry,
We'll see
Don't
where all
worry.
the snow melts.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry, there's no grass between the two houses.
Perfect. Even better. So we're going to spread some mulch over it. No big deal, right?
NBD.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll just pipe that hot water in here. So when they wonder why they have a $400 electric bill, we're toasty warm.
Don't worry. And also the people next door, it's an Airbnb, so...
Even better. So the people that are there don't give a shit.
And also, I really just want to see the fucking basement in the place next door because the light's always on down there. So that leads me to believe they have something that I don't, which is a finished basement.
Or it's like the Burb situation where they're like burning bodies down there.
God, I hope not. I don't need that shit in my life. The week that we moved into this place, we turned on the news and we found out there was like some dude shot repeatedly.
Huh.
Just like a few blocks away.
That's sandy for you, though.
It was Midvale.
Actually, even more.
Yeah, I was about to say. And it's just been one of those things. It's like, it ain't a week unless somebody gets shot.
Utah.
Historic Sandy in Midvale.
Unless somebody gets gunned down. It's just a weird week.
Good God.
Anyway, so, as I mentioned earlier, we have this lovely heater because Brandon Kuhn, the man of many things, came by.
Fan.
Super fan.
Yep, he installed a nice little double stack breaker, so we're not going to be, killing the lights and everything because we're trying to stay warm.
Beautiful.
Yep. He writes in with the $1 billion would you rather, response to the question of would you rather have the certified Ferrari F430 or the 997 GT3? And here's what he says. Between the Ferrari and the 911, I'd take the 430 simply to counter Dave's grown-up arguments.
Fuck you.
I have a truck for adulting. The Italian Stallion is about frivolity and fun. Also, in regards to Dad leaving and coming back strong, remember that he is old and needs his nap and early bird dinners to have energy for shows.
That's what cocaine's for.
I mean, listen, I can get him a case of Rockstar.
I thought you were going to say cocaine, and I was like, you got a dealer?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
unfortunate.
We'll talk after the episode.
That is you two talk. You leave dear leader the fuck out of this one. That is not what I'm about.
How to get through a work day, Dave, is
Right.
Jesus.
the white stuff.
Good God.
Jesus Christ. Well, as you probably have gleaned from the fact that you didn't hear Trent's lovely voice saying ahoy hoy, he's not here to give us his $1 billion question. So, I have elected to punt, and Dave has elected to field said punt.
Yep.
Let's hope you don't muff it, buddy.
Please do. I would laugh.
I'm putting the burden of this onto KSL.com's classified section. I decided to go into the cars tab.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yes. So what I've done is I have selected a year range, 2000 to 2010. So we got a 10-year bridge here.
Okay.
So let me guess, it's full of Tauruses and Saturns?
It was
Did you put a price cap on there?
$1,000.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Jesus.
$1,000 car between
So it's gonna be-
2000 and 2010. Here's the weird flex.
It's going to be Supers with no head gaskets?
It was until I clicked hatchback.
Oh.
So we've got new Millennium $1,000 hatchbacks local to us.
So we get things like the Malibu and shit. No,
We're not.
that's not less than $1,000 at that point.
I mean, there's a bunch of Dodge Calibers.
It's like the menu at a Scottish restaurant.
And for some
There's
reason...
not a lot, and not a lot you'd want to eat.
And for some reason, an 04 Lincoln Navigator pops up.
that's not really a
Dibs.
hatchback.
Obviously with air suspension issues, as you
Dibs.
can see from its weird rake.
Fucking dibs.
But that doesn't count. No,
has good wheels, though.
these aren't
Damn
counted. There's also a PT Cruiser in here for some
Oh, there
reason.
you go. Convertible or not?
No.
Oh, damn
make
it.
it
There's,
a convertible.
there's also an Explorer.
I
in
got a
here.
Sawzall in the garage.
Dave's
There
done that before.
actually is an Outback in here for some reason.
That's
I
a
selected-
hatchback.
I selected hatchback. Those are wagons.
It's a hatch. It has a back that hatches.
It's a goddamn wagon. Don't make me fight you.
That's what I say to people who try to bring their Mazda 3s into the wagon gangs. And I'm like,
Right.
no.
So, pretty much the three that caught my eye here, though.
Oh, God.
There are a couple of Volkswagen Golfs that are in here.
Really?
One's a 2-door, one's a 4-door. The 4-door actually has a garbage bag taped over the driver's door.
Damn.
Strong start.
This car is not in operational order. Okay, so that one doesn't count. The 2-door, when shift on D, if you push gas hard enough, sometimes it shifts. Other than that, if you push gas slow, car will not kick and runs good. Okay.
We should do a new segment. of
English
just-
is not their first language. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do a track daily crush of mundane Millennium vehicles for under $1,000, available to you now in the Salt Lake Valley.
We'll
Oh,
post
God.
The links. Hey, can I post the links? Or is that a little too much?
I mean, if he gets me the links, I can post them in the episode description. They
I'll
might not be there when this thing goes up, but
If you buy one of these, please bring it by.
okay,
no, don't bring it by. God damn it, I want that thing away from my house.
So we've got this 2004 Volkswagen Golf GL that has been listed for 13 days.
I want to see a photo of this thing.
Oh, God.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
It doesn't.
It's not bad.
That's
It's
the
not
one.
bad.
Is this the you got to push hard on the gas to get to
Yes,
D?
that is the one. Here, and you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna read these. I'm gonna read this. I don't think there's punctuation. Oh my God, there's not.
It's a run-on sentence.
Dramatic KSL readings.
Oh my
from-
God. Okay. So our first
Deep breath.
candidate here is the 2004 Volkswagen Golf GL with 137,989 miles.
Spring chicken.
Indeed. Let's see here. The description.
This is great.
I'm going to read this as best I can.
God.
When shift on D, if you push gas hard, sometimes kicks. Other than that, if push gas slow, car will not kick and runs good. No check engine. Everything works. I was told by a mechanic needs trans services. $1,000 firm price with a rebuilt constructed title.
Okay.
So there's that one.
Is it from a dealership or a private seller?
That is a private seller.
Okay.
Moving on,
Moving.
we have
That's pretty strong.
a 2003 Ford Focus ZX3. Really nicely taken picture. It is a dark color. It looks black. And this is actually a Z-Tech car.
Yeah, well, it has the
5-speed Z-Tech car.
Has the nice wheels, right?
Yeah, it's got an exhaust on it.
Uh-huh. Why is it
Look at that. Got a little fart can on the back there.
Why is it a grand?
Yeah.
I raced one of those with my Subaru.
Okay, anywho, so it's a black two-door hatchback.
And it had an exhaust on it. I
And it
wonder
has-
if that's the one. It was black. It was a...
Oh, you beat him so bad. He's
Oh,
now
I did.
selling the car.
I really
Oh
did.
my God. Okay, here we go. 2003 Focus ZX3, 270,000 miles.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Wow.
That is-
right.
that
that's
is
a lot for a Ford.
Clean
That is
title,
at
though.
least 100,000 more than anybody expected that car to go.
Clean title.
Okay.
The description has higher miles but runs like a Honda. It has plenty of get up and go.
What?
It runs well but overheats under load.
Okay.
I think it's the water pump, but not sure.
Could.
It's a 5-speed manual and has new parts and mods. New coolant line, fans, thermostat, temp sensor, and headlights. Has new clutch and flywheel with 400 miles on it.
Okay.
Interior is really good except for a tear on the floor in the back seat. There is small hood damage. Mods are a full exhaust system with exhaust headers, a cold air intake, and the exhaust headers were wrapped.
Tight.
And actually in this picture here, you can see the cold air intake and the wrapped headers on the Z-Tech.
Yep, there we are.
There, the mods are there.
Sure.
I still can't get the runs like a Honda and then overheats.
It needs a head gasket is what it needs.
Right. And then
all those other things he threw at the car could have been avoided.
I really hope that's the one I raced, because that fits the description really well. Because it was a manual as well, too.
Yeah, and then we have finally our choice.
Okay.
A 2002 in champagne gold, mind you.
Thank God.
Oh.
Peeling clear and all. 2002 Hyundai Accent
Oh!
with 190,178 miles on it. Clean title.
Okay.
Okay.
Bought this car for my girlfriend. Been a great little car. Very reliable car. Very forgiving clutch. Easy to learn on or just to daily. Gets great gas mileage. Runs great. Newer tires. Selling because she no longer wants to drive a manual. Couple of dents on body, but could be fixed. Sunroof is loose, just needs to be tightened. Text for any questions about the car or a best offer.
Okay.
I'm feeling like this might be...
I know.
She doesn't want to drive his manual anymore.
I know.
Probably. I mean, look at this little beauty.
Okay, I know
This
we're...
little guy.
I think... all right.
So...
I mean, he even got his shadow in the pictures.
Attaboy.
Yeah, look at that.
is there a finger over the license plate
There's
at least?
not. No,
Oh,
he's
damn it.
showing the "In God We Trust" and everything.
Well, hot damn.
It's got great tires on it, though. Oh, my goodness.
Damn.
Wow.
Look at them gnarly
Anywho,
sons of bitches.
There's that sunroof that can't be factory.
All right.
Okay, so anywho, our choices. Track Daily Crush. We've got the 2002 Hyundai Accent. We've got the 2003 Ford Focus ZX3. And we've got the 2004 Volkswagen Golf GL two-door.
Okay, here's what I'm doing.
Okay, I think we might have the same idea on this one.
Okay. I hope we do.
There's only really one option here.
And clearly, that option is the Golf. No, the Golf is going away.
Yes.
The Golf has to go away.
So the Golf's getting crushed.
I don't want to kick hard and D.
But if you push light, it no kick.
So
Wow.
I'm selling the Golf to some idiot who's going to throw Racelands and Rotiforms on there.
Sick.
I really hope they try to do the Harlequin paint job on it as well too.
Oh, God.
Harlequined up in my garage, baby.
Make it a pastel Harlequin.
Krylon Harlequin.
We don't need that Krylon shit. We did the 97-cent colored note, whatever bullshit at Walmart.
Give me that. Rust-Oleum's on sale. Fuck yeah. A color change and rust protection.
Hope you guys like Fire Suppression System Red. I got this baby on sale at NPS.
Got me a pallet of this shit. $14, baby.
What the hell are you going to do with 37 boxes of Fire Engine Red spray paint?
Drift team, baby. Drift team.
Fair enough.
Everything red.
So you're crushing / selling the Golf. Where are you going with the Focus and the Accent?
So, I'm tracking the Focus.
Oh my
and
God.
Here's why.
Okay.
I am following the roadmap. The dodgy, sketchy, very low success rate roadmap laid out by one Alex Wetman. If you've seen the Us Against One clothing Zero Fucks Racing shirt.
Oh yeah, I've got the shirt and I've also got the sticker on the back of my Subaru.
Yeah.
That is Alex Wetman's
Beautiful.
crazy ass
Yeah, it's an SVT, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Oh, even better. Even better.
it's-
I thought it was like an SVT Focus. If
No,
it's
I think,
not, that's
I
great.
think it's like a ZX3 or some shit. But here's the problem: it keeps eating transmissions, and then the transmissions keep spitting axles
I see.
because it's none of those things were ever meant to hold as much horsepower as he's forcing through that thing.
Okay, that's fair.
So, you know what? We're gonna do it. I'm
Love
gonna break into his garage at UMC and steal all the parts off the Focus of Doom,
Oh, that's awesome.
and then I'm gonna go out and try and break all of his records.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to daily drive the Hyundai.
The champagne Hyundai.
Damn right.
Very nice.
Yep.
Zach, where are you at on this one?
I'm actually going to go a different direction.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Surprising.
originally, we are on the same page. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that Golf.
But
Actually,
kick hard and D.
Kick hard and D. Actually, I wouldn't. I would use that Golf to make a good interior seating set.
Okay.
And then crush everything else, but fuck that. I am going to track the Hyundai.
Oh.
For no particular reason other than the fact that
Is it because of the easy clutch?
The newer tires?
For those reasons why, I want to daily drive the Focus to see if that car is really as slow as that kid who was driving it made it seem.
They really are that slow.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I was in my Subaru, and I gapped him before the end of the light. It was impressive.
Yeah, don't know. Those things are... The only reason Alex is as cool as it is because he has ripped out most of what made that thing a gutless hunk of shit.
Like, I have never won in my Subaru. I've lost basically every race I've started. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, so that's the reason why.
Okay.
Damn.
Also, I want to be... my racing name for the Hyundai was going to be called Champagne Problems.
Okay. That's fine. That's fair. I'll take that.
Mike is
Wow.
He's not thrilled with your choices. Frankly, neither am I. But we'll let it happen.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Okay, would you rather me race the Takes R&D?
I mean, my hang-up is really with Champagne Problems.
It really should say champagne taste Kia budget.
Champagne
Damn.
taste.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Champagne Problems.
Champagne.
Oh,
I'm drinking
say.
champagne from my Lamborghini Countach.
Are you the guy we bought the Tauruses from?
No.
Oh.
Okay, here we go,
I'm
guys.
so scared for this one.
Here we go.
oh, sweet Jesus. Where are we at, buddy?
I'm going to daily the Golf because when shift on D, if push gas hard, sometimes kicks.
Oh, you're a man who loves your sometimes kicks.
It's true. Because if push gas slow, car no kick, and runs good. Perfect daily, right? I can't hot foot it, so I'm going to get good gas mileage. Because if I hot foot it, trans kicks when shift on D.
Shift on D.
Dave Raleigh,
What
gentle
do you-
driver, tender
Wait,
lover.
even if it kicks on R as well?
I don't know. He doesn't say.
Okay.
Perhaps we need to take a test drive and see if kick and R. When shift on R, if kick, heavy throttle.
Oh, God.
Anywho, there's my daily.
Okay.
I am going to...
Can I say I'm sad it's not the one with the garbage bag door?
We'll have a runner-up in a second. Hold on.
Okay.
So the race car is going to be the Focus.
Attaboy.
Because it's got wrapped headers, dude. I mean,
yeah.
You just
Yeah.
have to. It's got a full exhaust.
Welcome to the winning team.
Oh, my God.
And it has a
Zero fucks. All
cold
right.
air intake.
Exactly. I mean, it was a legit piece. It has, like, the bung and everything welded on for the air flow meter and all that.
Is it a K&N?
It's a no-name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn. You can't...
Somebody spent at least $35 plus shipping because I guarantee they didn't buy it on Prime.
No, that is
The
not
box had 35 horsepower.
Exactly.
weaponar.com.
Yeah, exactly. APC, baby. Know all about those biohazard symbols all over shit.
Andy's Autosport, how you doing?
Oh, fuck.
That
Damn.
has to be an eBay purchase, though.
And then I'm going to crush the Hyundai Accent. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's a very forgiving clutch. The fact your girlfriend didn't want to drive it anymore means I don't want to drive it.
Can I tell a real quick story about a guy teaching his girlfriend to drive stick? It was
Yes.
okay. So I'm going to my girlfriend's house, and I'm driving on 9th East. It is around rush hour, so I'm going over 45th, and there is a guy and a girl in a Nissan Versa sedan. Already not ideal.
Okay.
So, and I look over because there is a gap growing between the Versa and the F-150 that was ahead of it. The turn arrow is green. They're in the left turn lane. So I am slowly rolling by, and I look over, and I see a guy doing his best not to lose his shit. And a girlfriend in the driver's seat who wants no part of this.
Oh, God.
Just,
So nobody in this vehicle is happy.
just stress crying because,
Oh.
there is a dude in a 2500 Ram just laying on the horn. she is doing her best. She's getting it in, she's in
We
first.
assume first gear.
It is first gear.
Okay.
In first, and then just, I can hear the revs building, and then just getting off the clutch way too quick, and the car dying. Starting it up again. And it's just, I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm just like, oh, God. Already, just never...
They should have started in a church parking lot.
Yeah, 'cause I have a story about that, yeah.
I'm almost positive that's probably what they did, and then he was just like, well, let's go home. You're going to get us home. Which is, no. That is poor planning on his part, but it's just one of those, like, oh, God. Like, I could tell if he wasn't going to, like... I felt that he was not going to be a dick and yell at his girlfriend.
Right.
Although I did feel like he was going to get out and rip the dude out of the Dodge and beat the shit out of him in the middle of 9th East.
I'd love to watch that. That's some World Star shit right there.
I would have parked the van, got out, and just run up just with my phone in hand yelling Reddit.
World Star! World Star! Oh, wait, yeah, Reddit. It's World Star for white people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Got
yeah,
it.
no.
Got it.
No, there was nobody in this transaction who is, like...
Nobody in this transaction who was World Star material? Is that what
just
you were trying to say?
Just a bunch
Damn.
of lily white motherfuckers
What do
here.
you mean, you
Very
people?
drapery.
Yeah. Listen.
Ooh, that was spicy.
That hit hard.
Okay,
Ah.
well, that's...
I did have
But-
a quick... Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, yeah,
I had
well,
a funny
yeah.
story on tangent
Go ahead.
about teaching a girl how to drive
Well,
manual.
real quick. Let me
It was-
just...
sorry.
Let me finish for one.
So sorry.
Guys, never, ever, ever teach your girlfriend how to drive stick.
Yeah.
You put that on somebody else. If she wants to learn, good. Great. You know who's going to teach you? The professor.
I will teach anybody's girlfriend how to drive a stick.
Yes.
Why are you
And you
staring
can
at me?
take that as crazy as you want that to be.
Yeah, I totally agree on this as well. Not with maybe the Dave teaching, but have someone else teach them.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
And also, not your car.
Not my
No,
car.
God, no.
So this ties very greatly into my story. Was this girl on a date was like, oh, I want to do a stick, and I was in at that time my '85 Ford Ranger, and it's a pretty forgiving car,
Yeah.
but it's
Truck.
also a truck, and it had some of the sloppiest fucking bushings ever. Like first and third are the same fucking spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go up to a parking lot and we change, and it's just a shit show. The parking lot's on a little bit of a hill.
Oh.
And by the time the clutch was smoking, also note this is a bench seat.
Oh.
I ended up from sitting in the passenger seat with my feet in the driver's footwell, using the clutch for her.
Aw.
So it was a reach over the hump to fix it.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're like 11 feet tall
Yeah,
makes
it
this
was-
really easy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've talked to that girl since then.
Well,
I can imagine. She probably doesn't want to pay for a clutch in a truck you don't own anymore.
yeah.
That truck has way worse
God.
problems now.
Well, that was...
Yeah.
Do you want us to tell the plow truck story?
Oh, yeah. This
I wanted to read this
Oh.
last.
Oh, okay.
Your runner-up, your supposed fourth choice, because I had a garbage bag taped to the window. 2001 Volkswagen
Wait, you
Golf
said-
GLS.
You said door, not window. Now I'm having second thoughts about this.
Okay, yeah, I meant window. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
all
I'm sorry.
right.
Looking
I'm
at
just-
the pictures, see it's got a garbage bag over the window.
I'm just imagining, like, driver door, gone. In place, hefty.
Is that the emerald green on that car?
It is an emerald green
Oh,
car,
damn.
and it's also a four-door.
Ooh,
2001 Golf GLS, 150,000 miles.
not bad.
Car is not in operational order. The car will not start and hasn't been started in over a year. You
Okay.
may be able to fix it. The front driver window is broken and has been taken out. The miles are around 150,000. Great car if you know how to fix it.
Okay.
It does have a clean title, and it is an automatic.
Well.
And the person selling it is probably not white. I'm not going to put the name out there, but he is probably not.
Does the interior possibly match the? Is it? No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I was hoping,
Anywho.
I was hoping like
So there you go.
awesome like steering wheel cover or like
No.
beaded seats or something.
God.
I was hoping.
Wow.
When
All
can
right.
Yeah. So,
All right.
hey Zach, you wanna tell us about?
Yeah,
the,
tell me about this plow truck.
So,
So going to work.
Set the stage.
Yes, I go into work. It's just a normal Thursday. Thursday.
It was Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a normal Thursday. Didn't think much of it. And we hop in the work truck, the Dodge, to head out to our
trusty Das Skinny Chick.
Skinny
The
Chick.
Old, the old Cummins 2-wheel drive.
To head out to our one of our new shops out in Grantsville, and the big boss, the big boss Asian Mike, goes, "Hey, we need to grab the plow truck," and I'm like, "We have a fucking plow truck now?"
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we have an '87 Chevy K20.
Okay.
Carbureted, small block. It's a regular cab long bed, 4x4, with a Western plow from something decidedly not GM welded to it.
I like that it is welded to it.
It is definitely welded.
It's
It is
100%.
Permanent attachment now.
It was an afterthought that one of our welder buddies was like, "Ah, shit, yeah, I could stick that on there." And so it was.
That's not what you want to hear out of your buddy who's a welder.
And this is like a late 80s, early 90s Western plow, so it's got the mechanical cable controls that are like screwed to the floor with a pedestal.
Oh, God.
And it's got the little levers and shit right there, and the cables go through the floor in through the
and
engine
the hole
bay.
is like 3 times the size of the cables too. Like,
It's great.
like someone saws on that shit.
It's hilarious. The rear window's held in with silicone.
Oh, is it really? I didn't even see.
Yeah, no, it was construction silicone. The same shit we use in our countertops.
That's great.
But as we get there, we hitch up the trailer, and it did not want to go in the trailer. It did not. It was. I'm sitting in it trying to steer on the trailer, and like I'm getting like forklift up, which is the weirdest experience of my entire life.
Yeah, so we were lifting the back end up with a forklift because we couldn't get it to jump start. We didn't, and we'll explain the fueling issues in a minute. But okay, no, we'll explain it right now. The truck runs off of a gas can in the passenger seat.
Oh,
There's a fuel pump wired there.
There's a fuel pump sitting on the passenger seat.
okay.
With enough hosing to go into a 2-gallon gas tank.
Right. The only way we have run this setup before was with an 18-volt drill battery. We just kind of shoved the spades from the wiring on the fuel pump onto a drill battery, and we would use it to plow the parking lot at our old shop.
Okay.
The 2 fuel tanks on the truck, it's a dual tank truck. The left side, where the hose attaches to the tank, has rusted out, so you can't get anything in the tank.
All right.
The passenger side, there's a hole in the bottom of the tank, so you can get fuel in it, but it comes immediately back out.
All right.
To add to that, the electric fuel pump that has been installed on this truck has probably been seized for the better part of 3 years. There was no saving it.
Okay.
So a $9 AutoZone fuel pump later, and some hose.
I believe it was a Mr. Gasket brand as well, too.
I believe it was.
Oh,
Either
buddy.
Mr. Gasket or Safeco or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Anywho.
All the same part.
So
for the purposes of this, it's in my mind, it is a Safeco because that just makes it even better.
Indeed. So anywho, it's not running at this point.
Yeah.
So we have a forklift at the ready.
Like there's 2 ramps stacked.
There were ramps stacked because we couldn't get the plow high enough to clear the sides of the trailer. Just a whole lot of fuckery going on.
And for me, it's like I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I can't see anything because the plow is like up in front of the windshield to get it to clear.
Yeah.
The door seal's gone, so it's just pouring on me. Every time the truck moves, the water on the roof shifts and pours into me.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no door stripping of any kind. There's no
And because the truck, I can't see the side rails of the trailer. I'm too high up, and so I just have Dave like go a little left, go a little right, and I'm like, okay, please,
Sure.
yeah. Like is the trailer like 4 feet in front of me or a foot in front of me? Yeah, it was very scary for me.
Good God.
Yeah, it was great. So we ended up getting it loaded. You know, we left the straps in our
Yeah, we
Grantsville
did.
shop, so we had to borrow straps. Borrowed the trailer because our trailer's still got stuff on it in Grantsville because I got the goddamn forklift stuck in about an inch of gravel.
It's great.
Jesus Christ. I literally drove less than a foot off the pavement and it immediately sank.
And then you beached that son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
So
So that forklift is still to this day outside.
Yeah.
And our trailer is still to this day loaded inside our shop
because we can't
can't unload it without the forklift.
Um,
Anywho, so truck is loaded on the trailer.
I also imagine as soon as you got off, you just did the rookie thing and you just started going reverse, forward, reverse, just
Well, it was
further
like
burying
11
it.
o'clock at night. We were done.
Oh, God.
That's what that was. 14
No,
hours.
It got stuck I just looked at everybody, didn't even break eye contact, turned the thing off,
And hopped out.
got off of the forklift.
Yeah.
And it has not moved since.
That's the
Amazing.
second time that forklift got stuck that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anywho.
So we're on our way.
Finally get it loaded.
Yeah.
Come to realize that the trailer that we're towing does not have properly wired brakes.
It doesn't.
So now we've got a 6,000-pound Chevy with a plow on it behind us, and I'm having to stop this bastard with a two-wheel drive Dodge that only has rear ABS.
Oh.
No, we do have an air brake, though, the giant plow.
Right. I was really struggling to maintain 60 on I-80 with this combination.
Oh,
But I was mostly worried about stopping it from 60. Anywho, so we're motoring.
Yeah, the part where the story gets interesting is Tooele.
So we're passing the Lake Point exit, right?
Okay.
Okay, but backing up a second. We're leaving North Salt Lake. Gas light is on in the truck. So I'm like, okay.
It's been on for like 24 hours.
Well,
as well.
it had been on for a couple of days
Yeah.
at this point, yes.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, mental note. We're going to stop in Lake Point at the truck stop. We're going to fill the truck up. I'm going to put at least $20 in it just to get us, to the shop and back to Salt Lake. I'm space cruising because I'm more worried about stuff in front of me and keeping this plow truck behind me.
Not from killing us.
Exactly, right. Now, the truck's got its own... The skinny chick's got her own set of problems right now.
It has tons
Namely,
of
the
problems.
the crank sensor on this 24-valve Cummins has failed. So we're working with a grand total of 100 horsepower and like 300 foot-pounds of torque.
You might as well be in an old 300D at this point.
I might as well be pulling this with like a Jimmy.
Yeah.
So I'm focused on, the truck and trailer combination not killing us.
You're focused on the problems at hand.
Exactly.
And at this point, too, I'm probably 4 miles deep into Facebook.
Oh, yeah, he's just riding shotgun,
Yeah.
just happy as a fucking pig and shit over here.
Nothing's awry yet. The sun is up. There's a little bit of a breeze. It's a perfect fucking day. There's nothing to go wrong.
The truck is actually warm inside because I finally replaced the window that broke on me when I went to Colorado.
There's hope in the day.
Yeah, it's like we're like cool. This is gonna be like a 2-hour thing. We're gonna be done by noon. Back at the shop. It's gonna be a great day.
Note the fact that my dumbass has both Mike Hung's keys in my pocket, so he can't leave.
Yeah,
shop. Yeah.
right. Zack has the key to Asian Mike's BMW that he drove to work in his pocket.
Yes.
Important note.
Yeah.
So
This comes into play in a moment.
it really does.
Put a pin in that. We're coming back to it.
We're trucking along, right? I'm space cruising because I'm just focused on the shit in front of me, right? I am literally passing under the Lake Point overpass.
We're 40 feet from the exit, maybe.
Oh, God.
Like, I have just barely passed it, and then it clicks in my head. I should have exited, right? I'm like, shit, I need to get gas. I immediately look down at the fuel gauge, and we are buried in the red.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
off. It's resting on the little resting thing.
It's off the line.
Yeah.
And this is how I knew things were going wrong very quickly.
And that is when Dave knew it was going to be a bad day.
So, and then I got to thinking, I'm like, the next exit is our exit. And that's 16 miles away.
Ooh.
Here's the deal.
And
This
then it's
truck gets 16 miles to the gallon. There is probably not a gallon left in this thing at this point.
Well,
So at that point, I'm throttled back. I'm doing like 55, 60. Like, I'm drafting shit.
I keep looking over at the gas gauge, like hoping it's going to go back up.
Right?
nope.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a dash left to slap, I probably would have slapped it. Just
No
early
dash in
2000s Dodge problems. You guys know. So we're trucking along, right? We're finally getting to the exit. I'm like, okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Our shop is a mile off of the Grantsville exit on I-80.
Okay.
It's flat.
Exit 88. It's a long, sweeping right-hand turn that curves you around underneath the freeway, and then it takes you right to our shop.
Okay.
It starts to sputter around this right-hand corner.
Oh, God. Fuel sloshing issues.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
And the fuel tank is on the driver's side of the truck, so the fuel is sloshing towards the pickup, and we're having issues.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So this thing's starting to not fire. And we're boogieing, right? There's another truck behind us, and I'm doing like 40. And we're within like spitting distance of our fence,
Yeah.
and the truck just shuts off.
Oh, God.
It just completely dies. So Immediately hit the hazards, hit neutral, coast. We come to a stop right in front of our shop gate.
It's a literally 4 feet walk from my door to the fucking driveway.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah.
So, by sheer chance alone, did we actually make it to the shop? So we're thinking, okay, cool. You know what? This is all right.
We already have our plan set.
At this point, like, as soon as it was funny, as soon as I realized that we were going to run out of fuel, he and I were, like, in immediate problem-solving survival mode.
Oh, yeah. It was
Because we were already discussing the plans before we even got off the freeway. We're like, all right, here's the deal. We're going to get the gas can out of the shop, right? We're going to get the jumper cables out of the truck. We're going to daisy chain the jumper cables together. We're going to jump start the plow truck on the trailer with the Dodge that it's currently attached to, right? We're going to drive it off the trailer, and then we're going to drive into town with the empty gas cans that are in our shop, come back with diesel, fill the Dodge up. So then we can make it back into town to fill it up, right? This seems like a really simple plan.
very easy, yeah.
I mean,
Okay. Then,
So the first problem we run into is we have to wire the fuel pump.
yeah, this
I was
is the
about
thing.
to
is-
say you've laid out a plan
So-
that
Oh, yeah.
on paper is straightforward. However,
Right.
it is a road right through a minefield.
Yes.
So we've got 2 pairs of jumper cables. Initially, the idea was like, oh, cool, we'll use one of these pairs of jumper cables to hotwire the fuel pump.
Yeah, we'll run from the battery to the little flippy thing.
Then we realized my 20-foot jumper cables don't extend all the way to the end of the truck that we're using to jumpstart. And there is no way I am unhitching the trailer with a truck on it that we're about to drive off the trailer.
Yeah.
So we end up daisy chaining the jumper cables together. So now we have to figure out how to power the fuel pump from inside the truck.
I'm thinking, like, are there speaker wires inside or some shit
Right,
like
so
that?
I go inside the shop and I cut up a beat-up extension cord.
Okay.
And I start by hot wiring it to the cigarette lighter, thinking that maybe there's some juice on this thing, right? 87 Chevy cigarette lighter's got to work, right?
I still love the fact I was like, is that fuse going to be enough to power a fuel pump? Dave's instant response was, fuck if I know.
Yeah, fuck it, I don't care.
Fuck if I know. I don't know. Maybe.
I've got a whole extension cord here. I'm going to bypass that fucking fuse, all right? Anywho, so no power, dead at the outlet.
Okay.
So we're like, screw it. We're going to go the same way the fuel line is going. So we go through the little vent window in the door and up to the battery.
Because old Chevy has the little...
Yeah.
It's got a little vent window.
Little
Yeah,
flap
it's cute.
flippy window.
It's cute. So we just go straight to the battery. That's a novel idea. However,
It causes our first problem.
it causes our first major problem. Because this truck has everything bypassed straight to the carburetor, we're now feeding everything that fuel pump's got straight into the bowl of this shitty little 4-barrel auto block,
Oh God.
which proceeds to completely flood the engine. This thing is hydro-locked on one cylinder.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. Like... Yeah,
Like,
God.
we keyed it over. Like, we had the jumper cables, everything. We're, like, ready to go. We're like, fuck yeah, turn the key, Zack.
Blah, blah.
Like, it's dead stops. So we're like, oh,
Like, it's like
we know what's going
the
on.
star's almost ready to skip a tooth on the flywheel.
Yeah, we know exactly what's going on now.
God.
Right? So we start pulling spark plugs.
So I got the toolkit. I pull off the first one, clean. Pull off the second one, clean. Pull off the third one. I break it, pulling it out because it's like right up against the exhaust manifold.
Yeah.
So I smack it and it shatters in my hand because it's a cheap Delico fucking spark plug. It
Yeah,
falls apart.
they weren't even like the high quality champions. No,
Yeah,
this was
God.
the AC Delco bottom barrel. Granny needs the Buick for Sunday, like that kind of shit.
It
These
just needs
auto
to start.
work.
It
Yeah.
just needs to start. So pull it out, and there's quite a bit of fuel on it. So we crank it over, right? So next thing we do,
Yeah,
crank
we
it over.
cranked it over and we blew a bunch of fuel out.
Okay.
So we get the fuel out of it. I get back in it and start tinkering to put it back in. We hear a clicking sound like a relay. It's a very relay-esque. And I asked,
It sounds very electrical.
yeah,
And it's clicking while we're just standing there next to it.
I did notice as the truck as I was leaning against and moving back, as it rotated and tilted, it would come on and off.
It would click on and off. It
Yeah.
was weird with the movement of the truck.
Yeah. So I didn't think much of it because I'm like, it's maybe a relay or something. Maybe it's a fuel pump relay trying to do fuel pump relay things. Not concerned at all. So I feed in the spark plug, try to get it in there. I grab the fucking spark plug cable, put my hand on the front of the truck to bounce myself. I plug it in, fucking shocks me.
Immediately, he's graced with 40,000 volts from GM's fanciest HEI ignition.
it's just straight through my body.
So here's the thing that gets me, right? Like, we both start fucking laughing about it because instantly we both look at each other with this moment of clarity, and it's like, we know what the clicking is.
Dave literally goes, I can guess what it is. I'm like, yeah.
It was the coil lighting that one plug. So here's the thing. Not only was it chance that it was at just the right angle for the distributor to fire, the coil to fire, but it also just so happened to be on the exact same spark plug wire that he is holding in his hand.
Oh, God.
At this point, we're thinking we need to drive to Wyoming and buy lotto tickets.
Because
That's
also,
much where we're at.
if I wouldn't have shattered the spark plug, I doubt it would have hit me.
It probably wouldn't have. You're right.
So, yeah.
So, anywho, we finally... We tried to spin it over again, and it was the passenger side bank that had one of them hydrolocked. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Power through it, right? It's starting to move. I can hear it gurgling past the cylinder rings. So I'm just like, screw it. Just hold the key. Power through it, man. Power through it. So we finally power through it, and it lights on 6 cylinders. So now we've got one broken spark plug. That's where our first miss is. And I'm assuming we've blown the rings completely out of another one on the passenger side.
God. All right.
But she runs.
But it runs.
It runs, and that's all we cared about.
So at this point, we're just ecstatic. We're like, cool, let's get this thing off the goddamn trailer. Let's go, right?
Like, I don't know if you were, but I was stoked to drive it. Like.
Yeah, I kind of was too. I mean, I had only driven it to plow a parking lot, so I didn't know what this thing was capable of over 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So we get it off the trailer. It shoots ramps all over the fucking place, right? We had to restack the ramps a couple times.
I was so close to being just keep going, but I realized the plow
would have hit the trailer, yes. Otherwise, I would have just powered straight off the trailer. No fucks, right?
Jesus.
Anywho, so we get in the truck. We've got the gas cans. We've got the company card. We're ready to go, right?
The gas can's sitting in my fucking lap. I'm like,
it's between his legs. There's a fuel pump running on the handle. It's like all ghetto-ass taped up.
And we're stoked. There's no seatbelts in this bitch. Windows are cranked down. We're excited to roll into town. Yeah, it was...
Well, and here's the thing is, rolling into Grantsville at 40 miles an hour in this shaking, rattling, smoke-pouring K20 plow truck, we blended in.
No one fucking noticed us.
Exactly. We passed a Grantsville city police officer in a truck that has not been registered since 2009.
Jesus.
And they didn't even look twice at us. So we roll into this little Sinclair, this little mom and pop shop. We get a couple gallons of diesel in the tanks, and we come rolling back.
And now I'm driving.
And now Zack is driving. So there was a vibration in the front end. We decided to unlock the front hubs, leave it in two-wheel drive. Vibe is gone. So now we're doing like 50, 55, having a grand old time.
We're going along, and we start hearing a little knocking sound, a little like the knock basically.
Yeah, and so I look down, and the fuel can is between my feet now.
Okay.
And I look down, and I immediately realize that knocking sound is our little fuel pump sucking air.
And the second he realizes that, the truck dies.
Yeah.
It goes, and it's out. But we're still rolling.
We're doing like 50 still.
Yeah.
And so I immediately grab the can, rip the hose out of the can, tilt the can up at an angle, and shove the hose back into the corner of it.
Oh, God.
And say, key it.
And so I look over at Dave and I go, how much fuel do we have left? And his response was literally, it's bad.
It's bad.
We're, from our shop to Grantsville is probably 5.5, 6 miles. And we're at the halfway point.
Yeah, we're like 2.5 miles into this return journey.
Oh, God.
And so we had a 2-gallon tank, and we went through basically 1.75 gallons in half. Yeah.
Yeah, so less than 12 miles we have. Now, mind you, the truck idled on the trailer for probably a good 10 minutes. Yeah. So there was some of that, too.
Yeah.
But this thing's running pig rich because there's no regulator on it, and there's none of that shit, right? And so we're just trucking, right? So he keys it back on, and we're just mobbing again, right? And so I'm like holding the gas can in my hands, fishing the hose around in the bottom.
He literally counts down the last drop.
Yeah, I'm like 3, 2, 1, truck dies.
And we are just laughing. We are like hysteric laughing. It's the funniest fucking thing that's happened to us all week.
Absolutely.
We're not even mad that we're still 2 miles from the shop.
We're about a mile. It was 2 miles when it died. We coasted the better part of 3/4 of a mile.
Like we're so stoked just to fucking walk that. We got the diesel in hand. We're just trucking along, walking.
Yeah, so we call Asian Mike. We're on speakerphone with them, just telling him like at this point I can't even be mad.
Yeah,
And so some really nice local guy pulls up. It's like, hey, you need a ride. So we get a ride the rest of the way to the truck.
40, 50 seconds
Yeah.
ride.
Get the truck fueled up. We go back into town, get gasoline for the plow truck, come back, jump the plow truck with new fuel, get it back to the spot, right? Get our shit handled, get done. It's a 6-hour endeavor on something that should have taken an hour and a half. But god damn it, we love the plow truck now because the plow truck saved our asses.
I'm so stoked for some shenanigans in the plow truck.
The shenanigans will be had in the plow truck.
All right.
So we will be sure to film it this time.
Yes.
So after that long-winded deal,
Good God.
let's go ahead and get into the question of the week. We're going to have to kind of blast through this because we're going to run long.
It's all right. I think it's worth it.
It is.
Because,
It is. And I'll send you a couple pictures of plow trucks so you could put it
Yes.
as like the thumbnail for this week.
Yes.
I have some right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in the chat.
Yeah, in the CAMcast chat.
Anywho,
Good God. All right, guys. So,
We got to go looking for them. They're a little deep.
yeah, you do that. So, the question of the week Jesus Christ. That rambled on for so damn long, I forgot. Because I heard a quote. Yes, astronaut Pete Conrad,
okay,
third man to walk on the moon.
okay,
He has a great quote attributed to him. Never go to the moon without a hammer. And
Okay.
that is because a lot of the experiments on Apollo 12, the generator that they were using was powered by plutonium. And the plutonium was not flowing correctly.
Oh,
So, what he did, being an engineer and an astronaut and all that stuff, is he hit it with a hammer.
this is a very
Until-
Clarkson thing to do.
Until
I like
it started
That's literally
working,
what I said.
until it started working right. He also was tasked with fixing Skylab, and he had to fix one of the solar panels because it wasn't sitting quite right. Because there was like an access hatch or something that was messed up with it, and he ended up just ripping the whole damn thing off.
Okay.
On accident. But so that whole never go to the moon without a hammer thing stuck with me. So I started thinking,
What do you not go on your daily commute without?
yeah, like what is the thing that you always have in your car just in case?
Yeah, we want to know about the junk in your trunk.
Damn right.
And so we asked.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of responses.
Yes, we did.
There's some good shit in here.
We got them pretty much everywhere we put them. So
Really? Yeah, I've got 27 responses on my personal account post here.
yeah, I've
So
got.
I can ramble through a couple of these if you
Yeah,
like.
dude, hit them.
All right, so Mark Burton Wade, Starian buddy of mine from Texas. Shout out to you, big guy. He says fire extinguisher first and foremost. Then I also keep jumper cables, a full-size jack, and a 4-way, and a 200-piece set of basic mechanics tools. I also have a 4-foot pry bar just in case. If I kept a battery-powered Sawzall in there, I'd probably be able to extract an accident victim before the cops got there. And I agree, you probably would. Mark, you're that kind of guy. Madison Eskelson, shout out to you, Maddie. She says, to be honest, pants.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many times I've spilled an entire beverage on them.
I think she did that in the Jeep.
I mean, that sounds like a very Madison thing to do.
Sounds like she has a drinking problem.
Yeah, man, that corn syrup. Tony Part.
I'll give you that.
Tony Part is the previous owner and the now current owner of the Huatro, the rear-wheel drive drift Audi wagon that Mike and I built.
All right.
We bought it from him, and he expressed an interest in it, so he bought it back. So, anywho, he has a Durango now, a nice lifted Durango. Says, let's see, toolbox, breaker bar, torque wrench, socket set, wrench set, torque bits, hex bits, first aid kit, shovel, sledgehammer, bat,
Okay.
WD-40, oil, power steering fluid, coolant, transmission fluid, spare engine, and 3 spare transmissions because it's a Dodge.
Damn.
Oh, and jumper cables, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. So, W. Blake Smith, Volkswagen buddy of mine.
All right.
I have a 48-hour kit, extra DOT airline, and compression fittings, as well as a cigarette lighter compressor to fill the air ride tank. He has air ride on his Volkswagen.
All right.
I always have a notepad and paper for notes, standard meds like ibuprofen and bandages, camera for accidents, WD-40, screwdriver set with a small 25-piece metric tool set with the 10mm missing.
Of course.
Always.
Shane Wade from Arizona, he says, my guns. Yeah, that's the one that came up a lot.
A lot of firearms.
A
in the
lot
trunk,
of people
guys.
are like,
A lot of you guys are strapped.
what?
It's like the apocalypse or some shit like that. It's like,
It's like we're living in Florida.
I mean, Florida man. I'm not going to go all into that long-winded one.
Yeah, but
My sister, Erica Metzger from Vegas, says jump starter and battery charger, old receipts, empty water bottles, the necessities. Yeah, we're definitely related.
I'm rather curious. What does Daddy Red keep in his? Subaru?
What do I?
Yeah, in your daily.
Oh, in the Outback.
Yeah.
I have three of the different brands plastic kitted socket sets from
Okay.
Harbor Freight. So I got the one with the clear top that's like all the really tiny fittings, sockets and stuff. I got the standard, gray case with like the 120-piece set, and then I've got a couple of bigger sockets and wrenches and stuff in a third case. I've got 4 ratchet straps. I have hitch adapters for I have a 1 1/4 receiver hitch, rack and road hitch on my car, and I have an adapter to a 2-inch so that I can use my bike rack. But I also have my 2-inch standard ball, and then I have a 2-inch gooseneck ball, like the Euro style goose hitch. And then I've got, ratchet straps, and then I've got a couple extra fluids, just kind of kicking around the spare tire well. So.
I don't know if you're like me, but in my Subaru wagon, I always keep an extra pair of head gaskets in there because you never know when those are handy.
Yes, exactly. So let's see, Tim Finn from Kansas. Another shout out to you, Timmy.
I mean,
I tried so hard.
You did.
Couple
God
cans of
bless you
starting
for it.
fluid, some M80 firecrackers, some shipping tape, barbecue pit lighter, Beretta 92 FS, some brake fluid, a few chlorine tablets, and a blanket.
What the fuck kind of party you having, son?
He has a Kansas party.
God.
Tim don't fuck around. Anywho, Michael Nielsen, our Pumpkin. Shout out to you, big guy. Tools, dog leash, zip ties, jump pack, you park like an asshole cards, escort cards from the streets of Vegas, bandana, gloves, scrunchies, lotion, paper towels, random CDs made from 2002, chapstick, cologne, tire shine, window cleaner, Hello Kitty tote bag, half-full bottle of Powerade, pair of shoes, and a 9-iron golf club.
The only shocking thing in that list is the 9-iron.
Yeah.
I figured him for a wedge man.
Yeah. Yeah. Chaz Cornea, shout out to you, big guy. You're rocking my face on a T-shirt.
God damn.
Tell him I say hi.
What's up, Chaz? Garbage. In case I ever feel like throwing it away, but I probably won't.
Attaboy.
I wonder if he's like me and has 15 water bottles, empty water bottles, in his back seat.
Probably.
Yeah. Let's see. On Instagram, Matt Guyver, one of the NASA Utah region heads, said a lithium battery jumper box. That got myself one of those too. It's very, very helpful.
I need to get one.
Yep. Let's see. Alex Crane. I always keep a ton of water and a way to carry it with me in my work truck in case it gets stuck in the boonies somewhere. He gets to go to fun places in the middle of nowhere, Arizona.
Ooh.
Yeah. In my personal vehicle, I'll usually keep some tools and water/backpack if I'm going out of cell reception. That is all. Let's see. Then we had Ricky Williams. He's the one who runs the San Pete Grease and Grub Meats.
Oh, hey, yeah. Shout out to you, bud.
Yeah. Let's see. He says spare exhaust manifold? Maybe, but usually jumper cables, a spare, and some other safety pack stuff like flares, warmers, space blanket, and maybe a heat, and maybe water.
I like it.
Yeah.
The necessities.
Damn right. And then Chirp comes in with a flask of JD and a cigar. To the surprise of no one.
Indeed.
Yep.
So I actually, wow, I can't words right now. I do keep shit in my car as well.
Yeah.
My Mustang, which is kind of the project car right now,
Yeah.
I actually leave all my tools in it because it's a fairly secure car. At least the trunk is, at least.
Well, on a convertible, it takes a lot of effort to get the back seats out, so
Yeah.
they fold on the coupe and hatchback. So,
but because I live in an apartment, I don't have a place to keep my tools, so I keep my tools in my car because project car, if it breaks down,
Yeah.
I always have spare water, jumper cables, and then I always have pen and paper in my daily car.
I'm actually really surprised your Mustang didn't come with crime scene tape and chalk.
I was going to get there.
Ah, damn it. Man.
And new tires for when I break them on curbs.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah, because you're gonna go all fucking Carson coffee on people.
I also need some Windex for the blood off the
Mustang week.
But the Subaru, on the other hand, keeps a lot of other stuff because my previous job was IT, so I had all of my spare IT gear in there as well too.
You also had a can of starter fluid with no top rolling around in there,
I
spraying
did.
randomly.
It was for like 3 months.
Jesus.
Like every morning, because the little needle would shrink and contract in the morning because it was cold, and it would release a little bit of ether in my car.
Every time I got in his car, it smelled like somebody was about to get raped. Does this rag smell like starting fluid to you? Oh.
It no longer has that because last time I tried pulling it out, it was empty.
Yeah, when we needed it,
It was empty.
it was empty.
Yeah.
Man.
But the Subaru has a spare battery because the only problem I've ever had with the Subaru is battery issues and then leaky injectors.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's see what we got. We got a bunch of shit here.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got stuff in on the Cam Proper page and Drift Utah and
Jesus.
Japanese Classic Car Club in Utah Association at Euros.
Jesus, I don't think we have time for all of this.
We can get through most of this probably
Okay.
because a lot of these are actually kind of short.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brandon Kuhn, my truck is a bug-out bag with all sorts of useful backwoods gear. I also have insulated clothes, a jump start pack, and usually a complete set of work tools in there, plus a shovel and an assortment of other random tools. My Miata has what I call the track bag, which is most everything I need to keep it running for the duration of the track event: an electric impact gun and sockets, a breaker bar, a full set of wrenches, and screwdrivers, you name it. If we needed it at the track, it's probably in there.
And his track bag actually works really well.
Yeah. Let's see. Luke Dreyer, a plethora of water bottles that are partially consumed.
Yep.
Bobby Powell seconds that motion.
Yep. Austin Fenn, I keep a shovel so I can dig my own grave.
Attaboy.
As metal and disappointing as that is, I'm not surprised.
I'm right there with you. Stephanie Ann Knotts, jumper cables, first aid kit, spare tire, and the stuff to change it. Emergency roadside kit with flares, triangle, space blanket, etc. Flashlight, snacks, and a water bottle. Quart of oil, some cash, a few wrenches, and since it's winter months, a bag with a change of clothes, boots, and an extra coat, hand warmers, and some kitty litter.
Nice.
And always 3 pairs of sunglasses and my So Delicious loyalty card.
As you should.
Damn right. Ben Lee, coming over from the Japanese Classic Car page. In the Datsun, I keep fire extinguisher, oil, coolant, jumper cables, tow strap, hand tools, and soon to add a Bluetooth transmitter to the Megasquirt so I can diagnose and make changes without my laptop. The A70 has some cool JDM road flares.
Nice.
Mine didn't have that.
Damn it.
I know, but whatever. Let's see. Devin Creasy, I keep a fan powered by the cigarette lighter outlet thing because no AC in the 8.6.
Okay.
When he posted that, I immediately thought of the scene in Ace Ventura 2 when he's in the Rhino.
Uh-huh.
Just him tapping on a dead fan. Oh, Devin. I have video ideas for you for next year.
Indeed.
Oh, your South Carolina friends are going to hate us, but it's going to be hilarious.
I love it.
Coleman Danger Reinhold. Jumper cables, my life-size skeleton named Linda.
He does. I can vouch for that.
And a granola bar that's at least 2 years old. And a bag of only dimes.
I like it.
Attaboy. Travis Cox, I keep portable air compressor, tire deflators, snatch strap, and jumper cables 100% of the time. In the winter, I usually keep some extra cold weather gear just in case. Derek Edgington, rotary cables, fresh spark plugs, and my tow hook, Rotary Life.
Yep.
Matthew Tomek says, some oil, a couple 2x4s for getting my car on lift at work, and hopes and dreams it'll make it another day.
Truth.
Oh, man.
I do need to add to my collection. I actually do have my insulated mechanics coveralls
He does.
in the back of my car. I also have my helmet and a bunch of other random bullshit that needs to go into my apartment. But
Hey, let's see.
Is your Xbox still back there?
the Canadian one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's see, on my page, Alex Praisop. It's a Honda So 10mm socket with ratchet Phillips screwdriver, wire snippers, vape juice, and zip ties.
Hey, everything you need to steal or replace a part.
Oh, man, all you need is a flathead. You can start most of the Hondas that we're into.
That's true.
Yep. Alan Best, shout out to him. Sorry we didn't get a hangout when you were in town. Blanket, extra tools, kitty litter, and water.
Nice.
Yes. Let's see.
Drift Utah.
Yep.
Oh,
Nick Zupin says, my laptop and brake fluid. Fair enough.
Yep.
He by the way, has like a 250, 300 horsepower NM Miata.
Well, okay.
So I'm sure it's for
All right.
tuning or adjustments. Jordan Petty says, I keep a fire extinguisher behind my seat, a multi-tool with pliers in my glove box, and a Bluetooth OBD2 scanner, an adjustable socket wrench thing in my trunk, and the regular tire changing stuff. It's a Miata, so I can't keep too much.
Ridge Reese, he stays strapped, baby.
Yeah, 9 mil.
All right.
I want to know what you're shooting.
He ain't playing around.
Right.
Anyway, This is in the Japanese classic car. Jackson Henderson. I remember with my Datsun, I kept a gas can in the bed with about a half gallon in it. Gas gauge didn't work, so I mostly guessed at when I needed gas. As for my Z, I always keep a phone because there have been plenty of times where it was something that couldn't be fixed and had to call for help.
Well,
I feel like-
Z32 problems.
I feel like two of the people in this room have been called multiple times for those issues.
Yeah. Ben Allred. I have a bad history of forgetting to turn off my headlights in my Nissan, so I always keep an extra battery and some jumper cables in there now, just in case. Saved me on more than one occasion. I should just swap that out for a chargeable jump box one of these days. It would be easier to handle. Dude, Amazon. That's where I got mine.
Yeah, those things are great.
It was like $30. It is... it's
Or start vaping some high wattage shit, because I've seen some that have like battery cells big enough to jumpstart a Duramax from dead.
yeah, like mine in the instruction manual says full charge. It can jumpstart something with a 6-liter engine. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, and I use it mostly for charging my phone when I'm at work.
I like it.
Yep. Anyway, and then in the UAE, the Utah Association of Euros. No, Dan, you're not too late. I always carry a small multi-tool, light jack, and jumper cables in my cars. I always think I should have more, but decide to go light. And I need to pull up the shenanigans group real quick.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So somebody stretch.
Yeah, so, Zach,
Yes.
by the way, I need to get you your quarter windows. I'm sorry.
But I was on
Go ahead.
one thing I didn't forget to say in my Super that I always keep, no matter what, the tow strap.
That's right. We used it a few times with the work truck and whatnot.
For that, but also the times that I've pulled people out of ditches with my Subaru, sometimes people have pulled me out of ditches in my Subaru.
That is fair. That is fair.
There has been,
I kind of wonder if that's why your clutch is dead.
oh, definitely, probably 100%. Yeah, there was a while there, which I know Dave hated it, but I did the rally thing and had the tow strap hook onto my frame, and the rest of it was sitting in the back of the car with the hatch closed.
Yeah, so there's just this loop of tow cable going from under the bumper into the hatch, and I'm like, why?
Because when you get stuck, it's an easy. That was for more of the proving ground days.
That's fair.
But
Nice.
yeah,
All right, got it up. Evil Trent, a roll of paper towels. Always have paper towels on hand. Then Glenn Hecht comes in. Paper towels, quart of oil, and KY in case of butt stuff. Attaboy.
Wow.
Attaboy, Glenn. Let's see. Matt Barker, a towel/blanket and a roll of TP. Usually a jacket or coat, too.
Okay.
Scott Michael Chamberlain, nothing. I literally drive around a stripped-out BMW. No tools, not a spare tire, absolutely nothing. And then
Yep.
a bad joke about footwear. Let's see. AJ Glassmacher, I've got a bottle jack, a couple cargo straps, the OEM jack that came with my car, an X-tool, a ratchet set, a couple of random screwdrivers, and a can of brake clean.
Hey, nice.
Hell yeah, always got to have it. And then our man Joey, who you should be watching on his Digital Driver, not just Twitch channel, but also YouTube channel.
Yes.
He's been putting his Miscellaneous Monday stuff up there because they won't let him post his Need for Speed Underground playthrough.
Damn it.
Because they keep hitting him with, music violations.
Really?
Yeah, like
What
every
the
time
shit?
every time it goes up, the original soundtrack gets flagged because it's all copyrighted songs.
Go figure.
Yep. Anyway, so let's see. Joey says an extra pair of pants and underoos for when I forget to clench.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Did he have clean underwear? Yes, we found it in the glove compartment.
There you go.
Holy shit, this
That
has
was-
been a ride.
I didn't say what I usually have in the car.
I'm super excited to hear what you have in your car.
Okay,
normally.
so I have
Bring it
that.
home.
So I have that little jump start thing, which is awesome and tremendously helpful for not just when you have to jump a car, but also when your battery's dying,
Yes.
phone or otherwise.
Got to stay connected.
Yep, I've got a first aid kit
Good.
in there, like complete with gauze, scissors, all that shit.
I need to buy one.
Yep. I've got just the OEM tools for changing tires and all that stuff. If I'm going someplace and I'm feeling sketchy, I just grab my little Husky Mini Mechanics tool set.
Very nice.
Yeah, but when it was the GTI or the Supra, there was always, more tools than what I probably would have needed, and fluids.
Very cool.
Yep, and there we go.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I could raffle off what I want to put in my Super Duty, but we'll save that for another time.
Yeah,
I think.
we'll
oh,
go,
yeah.
we'll go ahead and just, because we're
We're way
We're
over.
way over. This is
Yep.
like an hour and a half episode now.
it's all right, whatever. So there we go, folks. Thank you for joining us on episode 152 of the CAMcast.
Hell yeah.
If you loved it, if you hated it, let us know on social media. We're at CamAutomag on everything.
Yep.
So slide into those DMs or send us an email, mailbag at camautomag.com.
Boom, there it is. Send us track daily crushes, send us, all kind of correspondence.
Yeah, questions of the week that you want answered, anything.
Yeah, exactly. Even just a comment about how your day was.
Exactly.
We like those.
Yeah, like if you forgot to get your answer in, send us an email with what you keep in your car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If it's interesting enough, we'll probably read it.
Yeah, well, we'll probably read it anyway.
We'll probably read it regardless. You're right.
Anyway. So there we go. Find this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. We do this thing twice a week, as you've probably figured out if you've been around long enough, but it was your first time. Welcome. We do this thing twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. So there we go. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/CamAutomag. Subscribe for anything from $1 up to $610,000 if you think you could do this better.
Yep.
But, I recommend the $5 level because that gets you into the Cam Shenanigans super secret Facebook group.
Yep, where we pretty much shitpost.
Yep, it's
all
fun.
our buddies.
Yes, we do. It's
great.
delightful.
It also gets you some exclusive content.
Yep, we've got sometime in the next couple weeks, I'm going to get the next Russian dash cam watch-along reaction video.
Yes.
We're going to start doing watch-alongs to car movies, perhaps long-form YouTube videos, whatever. Just kind of weird stuff.
We'll probably just keep making fun of Mr. Regular.
Yep. Because he hurts us so good.
It's true.
Yep.
He's so real.
We'll go behind the mystical half-curtain wall here in the basement.
Yeah.
Show you what's back there.
Changed my life.
I don't know how you did it.
I don't know how you got it down here.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, guys.
I've had dreams about it, by the way.
It just is.
Jesus.
It's disturbing. Anyway. Let's see. We did social medias. Told you where to find the podcast. Patreon. CamAutoswag.com is another great way to support us and look stylish in the process.
Yeah, we've got our winter stuff is out.
Yeah, we've got the festive holiday tee, which is a green tee, either long sleeve or short sleeve with the red Cam logo on there. Mm-hmm. We got socks, tote bags, beanies, hoodies. We got all the stuff to keep you warm this winter.
Exactly.
Yup. And then, let's see, support our sponsor, SteadyBroke Clothing. SteadyBroke.com. Use a coupon code CamAuto15 at checkout. Saves you 15% on your entire order.
There's steady.broke on all the social medias.
Oh, there we go. All right, I think let's put this thing to bed.
Okay, it's nap time, baby.
Yeah, it's time to go to sleep after I finish editing this episode.
Oh, boy.
I have been Mike.
I've been Daddy Rads.
I've been Zack.
This has been episode 152 of the CamCast.
Booyah!
Yep, there we go.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
God.
It's still going? Oh, shit.
Damn it.